Okay, so this is going to be a somewhat rough tutorial on the any percent route of Silent Line. So you'd normally just start timing from here, so like when you hit new game, so it would just be like now if I was doing a run. Skip a cutscene. This is going to be slightly rushed as well, because unfortunately I don't have much time to stream tonight. Okay, so when you start off, you're going to want to go and sell your left arm laser blade, your right arm rifle, and your back are missile launcher. And then go into the buy menu, go to right arms, press R1 twice, and buy the MG500. Go ahead and equip that. And then you want to go to your first mission, which is eliminate rogue engineer. Pretty simple, simple. So when you start off, you want to go straight ahead, open the door, 3 enemies to destroy in the first room. Unfortunately you have to wait for it to stop talking. If there was a way to skip this, that would be awesome.
Release the gate locks one by one. Eliminate any opposition you encounter. Area secured. Proceed to B block.
So you want to overboost and then open the door while the overboost is charging. Just I mean it's not essential, but it'll save a few. I don't know. It's basically dependent on the person. Obviously it's faster, but it is kind of fiddly to do and you have to get used to it. Anyway, you're going to want to jump up there and overboost across here. Just a quick thing about overboosting. If you overboost and then jump, so you activate your boosters and then turn off the overboost and strafe right or left, you can do an overboost cancel, or OBC, or that's what I call it, which should look something like that, except it should be faster. It is fiddly to do it first, but once you get used to it you're good. Yeah, something like that. That wasn't the fastest, but it can be better. And just doing it is better than not doing it, obviously. So you want to go in here, you want to kill all the enemies, another room clearance. There's a few small ones and one MT.
Destruction of all targets confirmed. Good work, Raven. Objective achieved.
Oh, what's up, pal? That's cool, dude. Had to do it sooner or later. It is quite fiddly at first. Took me a while to get used to 1.3. You're very welcome. So normally you'll get an extra weapon there to sell. I didn't get it because you have to do the mission fast, but I'll go through the menu in a minute. It doesn't really matter when you get the weapons, because buying a new booster and generator this early in the run doesn't really save too much time. So the second mission you want to do is Disperse Gathering. When you start, you want to boost straight ahead. There will be 3 enemies, or 2 enemies in the first area, and 1 off to this path off the left, and then there'll be 1 more after a couple turns, and then 1 more behind that one, if your spawns are okay. Then there's 3 in the open area, the next open area. So destroy those. And then while the third one's getting destroyed, you can boost over and open the gate straight away. Unfortunately, you have to wait for him to shut up before the gate opens, just like on the last mission. Gate will open, or you can open the gate before the text box disappears. You want to destroy the one on the right and then the one over this way first, before you turn this way and clear out the rest. Then you go around here, jump over some broken bridge. Destroy 2 more. Then you can overboost here. It doesn't really save too much time if you have a good generator or booster, but it still helps. And then you want to destroy the enemy there, and then 2 more here, and you're good.
Objective achieved.
Actually, having a better booster there does seem to make a bit of a difference, but it's cool. It's not meant to be like an extremely high level tutorial, it's just meant to show basics and stuff, like route and some of the strategies. How much money would I have at this point? Don't believe that's enough quite yet. Okay, so next we've got Protect Power Plant, which is an extremely boring mission. You can decide not to take a consort, but I take one just because why not? It's like an extra few seconds of menu, if that, for some extra firepower, which helps because Carbon can sometimes one-shot some of the enemies here. So I usually just boost straight ahead and wait around here, because enemies seem to spawn less if you're moving left and right. Although I think it's just like, as long as you're in the area of this door. Sometimes you'll kind of still have somewhat crappy spawns, but this still makes it better either way. And then whenever an enemy spawns, go and destroy it and then move back to where you originally were. And that's why you take Carbon, is because he can one-shot the flying enemies. Man, I wish this mission wasn't in the route. Such a boring mission. Probably do tutorials of the other games as well, because why not? Do what I've learned so far. Wow, these spawns are really weird. There's like none here. That was kind of amazing. I wish I had that in a run. Pretty simple mission. Alright, so should have enough money to do the menu here. Okay, so this is the menu that you normally do after mission 2. It doesn't really make that much of a difference, maybe 10 to 15 seconds. So only do this if you're like aiming to be like high level kind of stuff. Anyway, so you normally sell the sniper rifle you get from doing the first mission fast. It's like less than 1.5 minutes, I believe. If not, you do it sometime around now. Any time is good. You want to sell your booster, generator, and the sniper rifle, if not any other weapons you'll have up until this point. Then you want to go and buy the fleet booster, and then the VE905 generator, because they're both good parts up until we do our next menu. And if you have enough money after the first mission, you can buy this as well, the LFCS++, which is good for enlarging the sight lock, which is nice. It makes you have to think less, I guess. Alright, so next we do the Distress Security Team mission. Depending on how well you do this mission, I'm not exactly sure what like the defining factor is, but you can either have an AC spawn after you destroy some of the cars, or you have just a few MTs. Preferably you want the AC to spawn because it can be faster as long as, you know, your console's AI is good. Cars are always in a set position, so you want to kill those two I just destroyed. You want to preferably you want to be pretty fast on this mission, so that you can boost up and destroy that truck that's getting away. I'm not going to destroy it this time, but it doesn't really make too much of a difference. It just helps ensure you get the AC rather than the MTs. So when you get here, you just want to like hope that you're good at aiming. I'm pretty bad at manual aiming, but just destroy the cars as they come up. See what I mean? Pretty bad. And then when she starts talking, you want to boost up here and stand around here, so that you're in line with this. Maybe a bit further. And if you're in a good position, he should spawn over here, which is where your allies are, which just means they're going to start firing quicker. And then just wreck him. I'm trying not to get bladed, but that's bad. That did take a bit longer than normal, but it was okay.
Thanks for your help.
Simple mission. Okay. You'll get an arm part, we don't really care about that. Next you want to do Recapture Sector 513. Okay, so this mission can be a bit of a douche. Sometimes the enemies and allied tanks spawns will change. This right here is a really good spawn because I got like 4 tanks in the same area.
Check your targets.
You just want to focus on the green colored tanks. So a good spawn will be like the 4 I had at the start of this mission, and then 3 in the area that I was just in, as opposed to having to kill people along the way, but like the time difference isn't really that big. Unfortunately, I'm kind of bad at this mission because I am colorblind. I'm just going to destroy all of them. Did I really miss one? Is it this one?
Raven, what are you doing?
No, am I just bad?
All allied units destroyed. Mission failed.
Oh man, you can't tell me I didn't destroy all of them. There were no tanks left. Oh, that was hilarious. Game is trolling me, even when I'm not running. Oh man. Well guys, I guess if you're unlucky and that happens, then rip run. Yeah, how this mission is done. I don't like this mission. It's a good thing is it's like right at the start of the run, because I guess you could just reset if you needed to.
Raven, be careful what you shoot at.
Alright. I'm gonna like confirm their colours. This is a good spawn.
Red 18 power tanks for your targets. Destroy them all.
Check your targets.
Alright. Alright, good.
Targets destroyed.
Didn't troll me this time.
Complete.
A quick note about mission progression is that missions on this, depending on whether you succeed or fail doing them, it will change your, like, I don't know, I think of it as like a background counter, because sometimes you'll fail a mission and that mission you won't be able to do again, or it progresses the game by like one mission. Say like you had 30 missions and you fail one and it will still count as a mission. Luckily it didn't change anything with this, and there is no menu here, so we're good. So next we want to do defend solar power plant. Okay, so these split MTs at the start of the mission, ideally you want to hit the bottom of them first, because they, if you destroy the top part of the MT first, like the jet part of the MT, he's going to drop the grounded part of the MT, so like that, and that's what you don't want to happen, because they can avoid shots and they're just like generally irritating to take care of. So hopefully that doesn't happen. And you can do something like that. Wow, that one took a lot to destroy. Preferably you want to get like the first 3 in one wave, so not having them come back around at all. And then the second 3, only one of them will go back around in, and that would be like the ideal pattern.
Targets detected inside.
So when you open this door you can overboost to save a bit of time. You're going to have to wait for this elevator to go down. You can overboost at the bottom of it, try and slide cancel it, but I couldn't do it because I'm bad. Overboost down this hall, don't slide boost it because I'm bad. I should have a counter for how many slides I miss. You want to go ahead and go through here. You can overboost down here. Take a right, go through here. Mission to not mission. Cutscene to skip. I suck at commentating while I'm playing, man. Which is why I do the like answering chat in between missions. So you want to destroy that MT and you're all good, mission done. That mission can be a bit annoying because I get confused sometimes with like where to go and stuff and when to overboost. But you'll get the hang of it eventually. Hopefully faster than I do because I didn't get used to that for ages. Alright, so is the next one power plant emergency? It's not? No, that is... no, that's correct. I've just done them in the wrong order. So for the protect part transport, you want to take AC Ballistic because he's got missiles and he's got good stuff. The operation code for this mission is Sundial. That's one of the AC's names on Last Raven. Little note there. Alright, so when you spawn on this mission, you're going to want to destroy these few jets. And then you can manipulate the spawns of the enemies by looking over to the left over there, and then turning back. Because I'll show you now, if you just destroy these and carry on looking in the same direction, they'll spawn over to the left. So it doesn't really matter how you manipulate them because it's time based. I just find it easier than spawning in straight ahead because the base's turrets will be able to hit them easier. But like, it doesn't matter how fast you do this mission, it's completely time based. So there's a cutscene to skip there. Keep destroying, keep defending. There's really not much to say about this mission, it's very simple. I guess like the worst thing that could happen is you boost too long and don't realise you're about to run out of energy. So eventually these enemies will start spawning. You can kind of sometimes get them stuck on those bits there, like those bases for the defense turrets. If they do, then that's good because that means you can kill more time without wasting ammo. If they get past, it's also not really big of a deal because they do crap damage anyway, so it's not like the transport's actually going to get destroyed by them. So if one of them gets stuck behind one of those pillars, you can just like try and stay opposite to it so it keeps trying to run into you and fails at doing so. And then it just buys you more time, you waste less ammo, all good.
Refueling complete.
So the last wave you kill there, after he says that, enemies are going to stop respawning, then you just have to wait, skip the cutscene, and you're done with that mission.
The transport is clear.
What's up, Highwinds? I thought I would do a tutorial, see how it goes. Hopefully it's not too bad of a tutorial. Already kinda screwed up a bit. So the mission that I just done and the mission before that, the power plant one, it doesn't matter what order you do those in. It's up to you. So next we should have the power plant emergency mission. So this is where we do our second big menu. You want to sell your head, your arms, and the weapon arms that you get for completing one of the missions. The legs, your booster, your FCS, your generator, basically everything except your radiator. Also, you want to sell these, back chain guns, and you're pretty much good. You should have enough money to do the menu. So you want to buy the Ven head. Press R1 once when you go to arms. Buy the EAS arms. Buy the Hueso legs. Probably pronouncing most of these wrong. Buy the Mare booster. The Roa SCS. And the ROS generator because it's broken. Then you want to buy the NG800. And this is where you can branch off. You can either go with another NG if you're confident in ammo conservation, or you can get a sniper rifle. They're both good. I prefer going with a sniper rifle because I suck at ammo conservation. Also, if you feel like it, you can buy the Axle optional part, which reduces lock-on time. Might as well. If you feel like you can keep locked, there's not really any point in buying it though. After this you can unequip your back radar because this energy usage, you don't really need it. Can you explain why you go with Mare over Fleet for the rest of the game? I can't really. I just ripped it from the Japanese runner. As far as I remember, it's because it had slightly more boost power. I might be incorrect. I am incorrect. Maybe it is the charge drain. Yes, the charge drain. Because of some of the later missions require a lot of boosting, like the one in the underground lab and some of the final missions. Especially because we use the Kurosawa later in the run. You want to have as little energy usage as possible. Okay, so when you want to start this mission, you want to go through the first door, you can overboost.
Raven, the security system is malfunctioning.
Go through these two doors, gotta wait for the elevator.
You're clear to retaliate, but don't waste too much time.
For some reason they've installed a door here and you have to wait for the elevator to stop before you can go through it. You want to go through the left part first and overboost down the corridor or hallway. That was good. Touch that button because everyone likes touching buttons. Take a left, go through here. Take another left, try not to crash into the wall like I did. Hit that button. Ignore your heat, it doesn't really matter. And then go back near the start, except take a left this time. Go down here. There's no boxes in the way, so you can just stick to the ground, thank God. Hit that, turn around. Take a left there. Take another left. Jump over these. Try not to get bugged into the fire suppression system sprinkler. Buggy thing. Try not to get MT blocked because that's like the most embarrassing thing to happen on stream. And then head back to the start. You can boost up here, you don't have to wait for the elevator. Just try not to go into charging. And then you got a somewhat easy fight depending on if he does lasers or not. Usually he'll be nice and do lasers. If he's not, he'll like hide behind the power plants. Yeah, like those, because he just sits there and takes a lot of your there you go. Just focus on him, use your guns. If he does the lasers, he's nice. If not, then damn. A pretty simple mission. Because you have a sniper rifle, you don't have to stay at close range. If you add like another machine gun, you can stay at like medium range, which is safer. So next we got the Destroy Cargo Transport mission. You can, if you want to, buy a laser blade for this mission, because it can save time if you're if you can get in a good position behind it without like falling behind. And I feel good at blade cancelling in midair. Take an escort. Console even, doesn't really matter which one. Okay, so when you start, skip the cutscene. Overboost up to it. And I screwed up the... Alright, well that wasn't bad. Basically you just want to hug the side of it and use your blade. If you didn't buy a blade, then you just try and stay with it and fire at it, basically. It's a pretty easy mission, there's not really much to be said. You can try and get in front of it if it takes too long, and if you're going to run out of energy. Okay, so for doing that mission you should get the shotgun. This shotgun is broken. It does a stupid amount of damage. Shotguns on this generation of AC are pretty broken either way. On 3 or Silent 9. Anyway, so the next one you do is defend New Fortress. This mission can be a douche because it's a long mission and you're very likely to run out of ammo for at least one of your weapons. If you don't, you're a god and you have great ammo conservation. Alright, so skip the cutscene at the start. When you're skipping cutscenes you can just hold down start, you don't have to like mash it. When it starts, split MTs again. Like I said before, you preferably want to destroy the bottom part first. That wasn't it. Almost. For every MT you destroy, that's a whole MT, not as in like just the bottom part. A new one will spawn. For a couple of waves. And then these spawn over on the east side. Just destroy those. You're gonna have to clear out the rest of the enemies before the mission progresses.
Inside the fortress.
Then they take control of the gun batteries. You really don't have to care about that because the bazookas that they fire are crap. Also, they're not actually like mandatory to destroy to complete the mission. If you think you might die at some point, you can get rid of them if you want. It's entirely up to you. I leave them because this is a speedrun and you save time. It might be a tiny bit of time, but you still save time. Most of the time they'll just be targeting the your consorts anyway, which is another reason you take them. More enemies will spawn over this side. This is pretty much the mission mostly. Clear out enemies, more split empties spawn, then the ground units spawn, and it repeats like that.
You're doing fine, Raven. Hang in there.
This mission can lag a bit.
Additional targets have been detected.
See, I'm almost out of ammo on my machine gun.
The enemy is retreating.
That's why you need the shotgun or sniper rifle. I highly recommend against taking the extra machine gun for this mission. You can switch back to it after. So I'd say that's your first run killer mission if you do take the MG. For the next mission, which is hold defense line, you're just like waiting for enemies to spawn. Normally I'd take double MGs or an MG and a sniper rifle. I want to go with a sniper rifle. Take squad A and bacon, because bacon. You can't not take bacon. People might call him Beacon, but his real name is Bacon, I assure you. Reason we take consorts on this mission. Bacon isn't really necessary, but both of the jets and Bacon fire missiles that can destroy them in one salvo, the enemies. So like, there was one on this side, but the jets and Bacon just destroyed it, so that just makes it go a bit faster. So I think as long as the AI likes you, it offsets the time spent selecting them. If you live stream this is literally the best time to interact with your chat, because god damn is this mission boring. Or practice your overboost sliding.
Nice work. Taking fire.
Mission objective.
Very, very simple mission.
System switch to normal mode.
So for the next mission, once again, I advise against taking the machine gun if you bought it. Most of the time, instead of taking the machine gun from now on, I recommend taking the shotgun because it basically does the same thing better. You're going to be at close range either way. And it's better with ammo. So next, we have a mission that you have to be kind of fast on. When you start, you're going to want to overboost off to the left. And this is a mission that you really have to manage your energy on.
Stay on the ground en route to the objective.
Try not to get seen by that. And this one here, it's okay to get seen by. Just overboost into the escape point. And it starts loading the next mission before you actually get spotted. So skip the cutscene. For this, you don't actually have to destroy the bazookas again, the turrets. You just need to destroy the Star Wars like MTs. And then after you clear all the first ones, another wave will spawn depending on where you're looking. Two waves of them. Mission finishes. You have an extra mission you can do here. It can save time as long as the fight goes really well. Basically you'll fight two ACs. I recommend going against it for your first few runs because if their AI like screws you over and they start running for some reason, like dodging everything, then you've just lost probably like 30 seconds. So it's safer to do it without.
Enter the fortress if you want to accept.
The reason it can be faster is because the AI might like you, but also there's this waiting period. You have to like wait around until the mission finishes if you decide not to do the extra mission, which is obviously a waste of time, but it's safer because, you know, you're not going to waste time from being trolled. The fight itself isn't too hard though.
Mission request declined. Good work, Raven.
Mission objective achieved. System switched to normal mode.
Okay, I'm going to make a safety save here for the purpose of this tutorial, because this mission can screw you over kind of easily. And if you fail this mission, it completely screws up the route. There's a mission that you can't do later in the run. On PAL at least, it might be different on other versions.
Main system.
Okay, so when you start,
Combat mode.
just head to the center. Enemies will spawn.
Targets approaching. Move to intercept.
We have more amazing split MTs, but when they split, for some reason the bottom part just gets destroyed straight away. So just go ahead and destroy those. These ones seem really fast though, and they can dodge your shots if you're not close enough, so try and get as close as you can without like losing the lock. And then you'll have
Raven, we're tracking the satellite
two
progress
MTs
now.
on these sides that you're going to have to destroy.
It will be in range soon.
And you just keep doing that until the next phase of this mission starts. Okay, now you're going to want to not stop moving because you're going to get shooped by a laser if you stay still at all. You also have to watch while you're moving because the laser can fire randomly sometimes. Like that. And that. And it really hurts if you do get hit by it. So hope it doesn't hit you. Try not to leave the area like I almost did. That MT is Neo because he's dodging everything. Ow. So don't get hit by one of those, because that happens. So you're gonna fight another one of these enemies that you fought earlier in the game. He's got the same stuff as before: laser blade, laser cannons, howitzer. He's very, very easy as long as you save enough machine gun ammo, especially with the shotgun equipped.
I can't believe you made it. That was some great piloting.
Hidden part. Ooh.
Mission objective achieved.
Can be a difficult mission. Probably gonna take practice. Ammo conservation is key for that mission. So, next we've got Defend Vargas Airport. It's another one of those boring missions in a game that just feels like you're really forced to do it. And so, you get bored. Basically, you have to destroy missiles that are coming in on this airport, because they don't want anyone leaving their precious place.
Raven.
Main system.
So when you start, just go over to this building on top of the airport and wait. Wait to lock on and then shoot them down. Sometimes they'll troll you and blow up earlier than they normally would. Hopefully that doesn't happen too much, because that's when the mission can actually be failed. But 9 times out of 10 they only fire missiles that home for you, so you can just dodge them anyway. Like that. Keep an eye on your radar to see where they're coming from. It's a very simple mission.
A second wave is approaching.
And then Emma, the kind girl that she is, makes it sound really epic and urgent, when really you're just like dancing on this airport, totally not scaring anyone inside. The missiles do hurt though, if you do get hit, so try not to get hit. But hopefully they don't fire in the first place.
Taking fire. This is the control tower. Thanks for your help, Raven.
Mission objective achieved.
Another very hard mission.
Switch to normal.
No, not really. You don't have to take consults on that mission as well. But the missiles are good and they help cover it easier. Okay, so next we got Repel Assault. This mission is a joke. It can be difficult. You may get destroyed by their by the AC's bazooka. It can troll you, but shotgun does do very good against them.
We're still working on the power hookup. We'll provide backup as soon as the guns are online.
It doesn't matter about how much damage you take fighting him, as long as you're not down to like 50. So just destroy him and then destroy the two, I'm not sure if they're jets or helicopters actually, helicopters I believe, because they usually get destroyed before I can even disown them. Yeah, there you go. And after you destroy those two, you're pretty much done, and that's a somewhat easy mission.
Achieved. System switch
If
to
it goes
normal.
really bad, you'll take a lot of damage from the bazooka, the AC. But most of the times, that won't happen. Yes, the radar is gone, high winds. It is gone. Normally I forget to take off the radar on a run, but please try not to. It saves on energy, obviously. So, qualification exam. I don't think I've ever failed this mission, because it's pretty simple. Destroy two ACs that aren't really too strong. Skip cutscene.
Main system.
They don't fire. They don't spawn you facing the ACs, so you can't fire straight away, unfortunately. You can still fail this mission if the ACs like work in perfect synchrony. But most of the times that doesn't happen because this AC is extremely weak and usually gets stuck in a wall. So if it gets stuck in a wall like that, you can just stand here and it won't try and get out. And that's how you destroy two ACs in 40 seconds. You can destroy targets if you really want to, but they don't help you complete the mission. They're to get an extra part. So if for some reason you want the extra part for your run, then go ahead. I do it because it keeps me from getting bored for 2 minutes, or I'll interact with chat because why not? Usually you just fire like 5 to 7 rounds and one target will get destroyed. Or 3 for that one, if you're lucky with hits. Yes, Power, you could do 2 minutes of AC dancing. First you go left, and then you go right, and then you shake it all about. And that is called the I have absolutely no idea. I can't think of a funny name for the dance. The dance pretty much speaks for itself. It's a thing.
Mission objective achieved. System switch to normal mode.
Like I said, you can die on that mission, but it's unlikely as long as everything goes okay. So I'm going to do another safety save here, because the next mission, the next few missions actually can be a douche. So next we've got data retrieval.
Main system.
Okay,
Engaging
go
combat.
straight ahead, drop down, wait for this to start going down. There is a glitch on this mission, which I might try and show off after this full stream, but I don't do it in my run because it's extremely inconsistent. Basically, you go out of bounds and you can skip to the next part of the mission. It doesn't save that much, but yeah, I'll do a separate video on it at some point.
It's not responding.
Okay, so when you get down about halfway,
Someone's jamming the signal.
M will state the obvious and say that you're basically being ambushed. Skip the cutscene, wait for the AC to drop. Hopefully it drops straight down and is a
Roger
good
that.
boy,
Proceeding as planned.
like that. Hopefully he like chills in a corner. He didn't, but whatever. Then you need to wait. Overboost down here. Even though it fades out when you transition, there's no cutscene to skip. Don't make the mistake that I always think is happening, and like there's a cutscene.
Watch out, Raven.
After that AC takes a certain amount of damage, another one will come in.
Timing, Clover Knight. Let's finish this.
It doesn't really matter which one you destroy first. Preferably, as long as it goes okay, you want to destroy this one first before the other one spawns.
Finish. Recovery team. Pull. Back.
Area secure. Good work, Raven.
Mission objective achieved. System switch to normal mode.
Simple mission. You can lose time there pretty easily if the AC fights go bad, but there's no real way to manipulate their AI, except for the first one. So next you want to do search for this laboratory. Okay, so skip the cutscene,
Main system.
go through the door. It's easy to get lost in this place. Take your first left. Go straight ahead. And then take the next right. Hit the button. You can try and do some sexy looking overboosts if you want. I don't, because I'm bad at overboosting. Go around here. Go around here. Keep forgetting that you don't actually have to hit that elevator. I just do it on instinct, but you can just boost straight up and go straight through the door. Ignore the fact that I just made the elevator go up. So take a right when you get into here, and then take your first left. These MTs can be douchey sometimes, they'll get in your way. You can get over them as long as they're in a good position. Then you want to hit that button, and then go back through. And then where you were earlier, the water's gone, so you want to go hit... Sometimes that switch doesn't even work. So you hit the switch, go over here. Hope that you don't get blocked by the MT. I kind of did, but it's still faster than destroying it. Head up the elevator and you're done. Go around here and then skip the cutscene. Mission done. There's an extra mission here, but you don't take it.
They have an emergency assignment. An anomaly has been detected further in.
Missions like this where you don't need weapons, I've been purging my weapons for 1g plus speed. That is a good point, thanks pal. You can drop your weapons if you want to for extra speed. It will help. I usually keep both my weapons because I'm a scrub and I completely forget to do that. Also, if you get MT blocked, then you want to get through somehow. I guess you could just drop them when you destroy all the MTs anyway. Either way, it's completely up to you. It's a valid point though, you can drop your stuff for more speed and energy.
Mission request declined. Please return to base.
If you wanted to, you could just set up a laser blade AC earlier in the run if you bought it for the for when you destroyed the part transport, that mission. You could just set up a different AC with that laser blade, and then you could switch back to it for this mission. Or if you think you won't get MT blocked, then drop your weapons. Both good, both good. Thanks for pointing that out. Next we got Investigate Satellite, which is a mission that you're probably going to get lost on the first couple times you do it. Or you probably did. skip the cutscene. There's no need to change the build because ideally you're not going to be destroying anything. Go down here. Hopefully I don't get lost because I still get lost sometimes. Take your first right here. Jump over those. If you're good, you can just slide cancel there.
The gates are locked.
It's a bit fiddly, but still. Then when you go through here, don't take a right or left. For the love of God, don't take a right or left. Just go straight ahead and hit that button. And then backtrack.
Security units are closing on my position.
Stylish landing on the
Back to the
empty
docking
there.
port as soon as possible. There's not much time.
Then when you get to the escape point, skip the cutscene and the mission's done. It's a very simple mission, but like I said, it's easy to get lost if you're not used to it. So next we got the Defend Mirage HQ mission. Oh boy, this mission has split MTs and helicopters that you need to destroy. Ideally you want to focus the split MTs if you're good at taking them down, because that means more spawn faster, and it's only after a certain amount of enemies you destroy that the mission progresses, and all of the helicopters. I'm not exactly sure what the number is, but just destroy split MTs and then destroy a helicopter whenever you see it, and it should progress pretty fast. This is another mission where energy management comes into play fairly heavily. Because you want to be able to get around quick enough to destroy the MTs and helicopters and stuff. But obviously you don't want to go into charging because that's just bad. That's probably going to make this take a bit longer, quite a bit longer.
They're withdrawing. Good work, Raven.
Very simple.
Wait a second.
Another reason taking the shotgun is good. Something I'd like to point out is, especially for this mission, but in general, the flamethrower is probably one of the most broken left arm weapons, as long as you can keep a constant stream of flame on them.
Destroy them.
Because each hit does between 1 to 200, and because it has such a high fire rate, I don't think they really thought that through, but it's really broken. If you can get an enemy stuck in the corner, you can take them down faster than like literally any other build.
Mission objective achieved.
But
System
most of the
switch
time
to
I just stick with a shotgun because the AI is different on this than on 3, so... So next we got the test new technology mission. And what you never want to do is accept the mission but don't commence it, because that makes you look like a complete scrub. So don't do what I do and do that. I agree, Highwinds. A lot of the music on this is really good, but that one is just a bit...
main system.
Still all about this one though. So when you start this mission, head behind the right wing of the plane, whatever you want to call it, dropship, transport, bird, and feather boost. Can't remember exactly what it's called, but that's what comes to mind. Rapidly tap your X button to keep the same height. This basically dodges all the missiles that they fire, except for the ones at the front, which is why you want to try and stay behind the wing. As long as you are at the perfect height, sorry, you should be fine.
Session results recorded. Let's continue.
And then, as soon as that's done, as soon as the time is down to 0, go ahead and destroy them. Try and start from the one that I started from and work your way over here.
Test complete. What? These aren't our units.
Of course, because they seem to love them, you have to destroy more split MTs.
Raven, protect the transports.
Are these Mirages? Raven, you're surrounded. Prepare.
It was going so good as well, that one had to dodge it. After you destroy all of them, you have to land on any transport, doesn't matter which one. And then for this one, he fires missiles. You want to try and angle yourself so that his missiles hit him because they still do damage to him. I'm bad at doing that, as you just saw. Where is it? Man, that's a weird angle. But you know, just destroy him. Pretty simple.
Mission objective achieved. System switch to normal.
Obviously, you never want to stay in front of them. That's how you get shot down. Thankfully, the height zone was pretty big on that mission, so there's not much risk of you going out of the area. Okay, so next we got Secure Fortress NK432. This is where I make another safety save, because the last line of missions here, if any of them go wrong, then you can just reset and say rip run, because that's what it is. Because for some reason they decided to add a game over screen on 3 in Silent Line, or essentially a game over screen. Basically, if you fail certain missions, you're going to have to load up your file. Obviously, in a run, preferably you're not going to be using files. So let's hope that never happens. Okay, so when you start, straight ahead, take a right, take another right. For every door you want to go through, you have to destroy the power switch on the wall.
The entire fort is controlled by the computer. Advance with care.
Targeting can make this somewhat irritating sometimes. This room can also be somewhat irritating, because if you get hit by those things, they do a fairly large amount of damage for MTs. So try not to get hit more than once, or just in general. But one time is fine, you should be fine if you take one hit. Then take a right when you come back up here. Hold straight down, destroy the thing on the wall.
Energy surge detected. Move fast.
Destroy that, because he's going to MT block you. For this bit you have to destroy the things on the wall. This mission can rip you
I can't advance until you've destroyed
extremely easily.
the controls. Lock release.
Just be
Moving
extremely
up.
careful where you're going. Destroy 6, 3 on each side, go through there.
Raven, I'll destroy the controls here.
And
That should open the
for
gate.
this part you just have to destroy enemies as they come out. Hopefully you get good spawns like this. Obviously you don't want to take too much damage.
The gate should be open. Move up.
So when you go through the gate, you can completely ignore this AC, or you can destroy it if you really want to. In any percent, it's probably better to ignore it and just destroy the power on the wall, and you're good.
Mission objective
Be
achieved.
careful though, and keep moving backwards and forwards while you're destroying it, because he does have a laser blade, and he'll use it if you stay in the same place too long. And that's why you don't want to take too much damage from the laser room, is because if you do, then the AC at the end could destroy you, or you just got destroyed by lasers, so GG. Okay, so here you want to buy the order legs. If you want to, you can buy a different core. Preferably you still want an overboost core. Well, no, you're gonna need an overboost core to do the glitch at the in the last level. But the reason you might want a better, or just a different core, is because of the option slots. If you do get a different core, then you'll want the CE to reduce energy use when firing, the RTE and the E++, all the energy weapon optionals, because they're all good. Because we're gonna buy the Kurosawa here, and everyone loves the Kurosawa. Can't not love the Kurosawa. The reason we also bought different legs is because the order legs are OP, and the weight especially. Anyway, so that's all good. The reason we take the Kurosawa over other energy or just like other weapons or keeping the machine gun, well, the reason I take it personally is just because you can one-shot the targets in this mission, which is really good because it's safe.
Main system.
So when you start,
Combat mode.
take the first door on the right. Ideally try not to take too much damage. You can overboost down here if you hold X and left.
Okay.
They're everywhere. I can't move.
Saves a couple seconds. If these are douches, then they'll get in your way.
I'm being overrun.
Hopefully you'll just be able to get through though.
They're everywhere.
So go ahead, take a right, and you'll be in this room. You need to destroy everything in this room. Try not to take too much damage from those MTs. I took a bit much. Destroy the 4 on the ceiling, and then approach the door. Now you need to destroy all of these. So the Kurosawa one-shots these with or without the energy weapon optionals. If he starts firing at you, god damn, move out of the way. Oh man, that's horrible. See, that's what you don't want to happen. Preferably you'll hope that he focuses your allied AC. But you can just camp in corners here. Once you've destroyed all those, the mission is done. Just keep dodging for a sec to try not to die.
Mission objective achieved.
And you're good.
System switch to normal.
That mission can ruin your run if the enemy's AI is on point and he wrecks you. But just go for the power sources, the targets, because he seems to have a lot of energy defense and takes a while to kill. You can destroy him if you want to, if you think it'll be safer. Safety save number 4, I believe. These are good spots to safety save, because like I said, game over screen ruins runs. Like if you just want to finish a run, like it's your first run or something, I highly recommend safety saving. Just so you can set a time. Okay, so skip the cutscene. When you start this mission, overboost straight away. It's not really essential. Just have to get into position. Overboost over to this building. Stare at it so that they all spawn at once, because if you're staring at where they spawn, then they're not going to spawn. And then just start destroying MTs. The bigger MTs are going to take one shotgun, one full shotgun burst or near full shotgun burst, and 2 carousel shots, and then they'll be destroyed. And the smaller ones just take 2 carousel shots, or you can do 1 shot on a burst, 1 full shot, like none of them can miss. So it's usually better just to do 2 carousel shots. Anyway, this mission can also rip your run like the last one, because ammo. You really, really need to conserve your ammo on this mission, because the carousel only has 50 rounds, and if you use too much on these MTs, then you're not going to have enough for the next part of the mission, which is 2 ACs. So you want to use a mix of your shotgun and the carousel. Don't just use the carousel, unless you really think you can destroy both of them fast enough with a shotgun. Bad boosting, bad boosting. So 24 rounds is good. So look this way, so that when they spawn you're targeting them straight away. Skip the cutscene. Go for this one first if you can, and make sure you're dodging as best you can as well, because that AC has a weapon that will ruin your run. But not as bad as this one, because he can destroy your weapons. And this one is easy to destroy once you've destroyed the biped one. And there you go. So in worst case scenario you'll die. Best case scenario you'll hopefully have around 4k AP left, and you would have done it pretty fast. And with an adequate amount of ammo left. You might want to take other weapons. You can take a machine gun, you'll end up with more ammo, but it'll be slower. Or you can take the sniper rifle on your left arm, and you'll end up with more ammo, but it'll be slower. Basically, the carousel is the slightly less safe, but much faster way of doing it. Okay, so now we've got the power core. This mission is probably my favourite, one of my favourites, because it's epic and it's funny. You don't actually have to push that button, just boost straight up. You can overboost here, I always forget. Okay, take a right.
There's nothing here.
It's kind of...
Roger, keep looking.
You should try not to take too much damage here. So take the furthest door along,
Sector M16 clear.
hit the button,
No sign yet.
rush out, go out. I try and destroy these two while I'm out so I won't take more damage while I'm coming back through here again. Overboost down here if you remember.
Sector A18.
Hit the button, go back up,
It's impassable.
head left and head into the middle door.
Clear. There's nothing here.
Overboosting on this bit is kind of hard because those little ramps can get in your way.
Copy that. Moving.
Preferably destroy the MT because it's kind of fiddly getting through without destroying it, and it doesn't waste too much time destroying it.
Continue your search.
Then when you get into this room, go into the corner, look down a bit, and then shoot at them as they come out. When you destroy two waves, the door will be unlocked, you can go through,
Sector
then you just do the same thing again.
Something is wrong with my AC though.
Sector M20. Enemy spotted.
All Ravens. Malice is down.
Someone please say the malice joke in chat. You can boost up here again to hit the trigger quicker. It is a pretty simple mission up until then.
Main system.
Go straight ahead, take a left, take a right.
Careful.
Careful not to take too much damage in this room. You can jump over that MT,
I copy that,
thankfully.
Firebird. Clear out.
Follow the path, pretty simple.
Got this surrounded in Sector B4.
Destroy those as you go along, so you take less damage.
Just lost barbed wire.
Hopefully you don't take all of those hits.
Ravens, we just
Go
lost
here,
another
take a
pallet.
right, take a left. Jump over that if
That's the
he's
only
hugging you.
sector that hasn't been
Take a
searched.
right, you don't go ahead that time. Then you go through here, hit this, and then keep moving so you don't take too much damage. And then you forget where to face because you're bad like me. I always forget where to look.
My energy gauge isn't recharging.
And then you go through here. And for this bit there's an AC, you just ignore it and try not to take that hit like I did, whoops. And just destroy the core.
Raven.
And then you run out of energy like I did. Oh man, that was close. Skip the cutscene. Mission done. Yes, to all units. Malice is down there, for morale is up. That joke gets me every time. Oh man. Okie dokie. Final mission. So there's a glitch in this mission where you can get out of bounds. I recommend not looking left or right when you start the mission, just so you can align yourself easier and more accurately.
Raven, your signal.
Go over to the left, and the easy way of doing this is hugging the wall.
I'm waiting.
Jump up 5 blocks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jump into the 5th block. Jump. And then go back in.
Raven,
And then you look slightly right. And then you want to overboost, but right before your overboost finishes, you do a boosted jump. So you hit like the corner right as your overboost happens. So overboost, boost forward, do a boosted jump right before your overboost happens, and if you timed it correctly, you should go through the wall. The timing is kind of hard to get down at first, but once you get used to it, it's it really becomes pretty easy. And then you go ham on Ibis. So the way Ibis works is he'll take several intervals in the middle of a fight. He'll just stand still. The carousel is kind of bad in terms of velocity for hitting people on the move. And there you go, timing would have stopped when the black screen happens. And that's the run. There are a lot of missions that can rip your run, but it's nowhere near as bad as Last Raven or 3 or others. And it's a fairly easy run once you get used to it, but there is a few boring missions that you have to get through.
The rest is up to you.
Can you hear me?
Wait, so is it a true jump or a boosted hop? The glitch is a boosted hop, so you can do a jump, but I find it much easier to time with a boosted hop. A jump still works though, it's just harder to time, for me personally. If you can get through with a jump, that's fine, it still works. Almost exactly the same. No flamethrower strats? Yes, I should point that out, that is a good point. You can use a flamethrower on Ibis. He, like I said, he takes several intervals throughout the fight where he just doesn't move and fires a few weapons. You can get right up close to him and use a flamethrower. It is risky though, because if you do it incorrectly, he'll just fire lasers directly at you and you can take a good few K worth of AP. Other than that, it's a fairly easy final mission. Like I said, glitch does take time to get down. You could even take 2 flamers if you really want to. That's like literally the most damaging, like I said earlier in the tutorial, the most damaging setup, so that can work for destroying Ibis, like literally decimating Ibis. Thanks for the tutorial, it'll be super helpful. You're very welcome. I hope that other people start running this. Blah blah blah, the usual. I'm the only one that runs this sad boy Bible thump speech.